Capricorn, I'm your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. This is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, August 7th to Monday, August 14th. Now, this weekly horoscope is going to be a little bit different than my normal weeklies. That's because I, by accident, kind of gave you this week's horoscope in last week's weekly, okay? The reason why I did that was because I didn't really feel like there was anything like too exciting or interesting going on last week that was going to be like major in any way. So that's kind of a reason why I didn't cover it. Also because we have a lunar eclipse coming up this week. A lunar eclipse is like a really huge alignment. It only happens twice a year, brings major changes in life, and I also wanted to kind of show you what was coming for you, give you a vision of the future to make it easier for you to deal with some other things that were going on in your life, and to help with that. And also because I'm just really excited about these lunar eclipses, or this lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse that is coming, and I just wanted to talk about it and go there, okay? So that's why I did that. Now, even though I did that, it makes this week's horoscope a little interesting because I don't want to just rehash everything that I talked about last week. So instead of going through some of the details bit by bit, I'm going to give more of a bigger picture. I'm going to talk a little bit about last week and some things that I missed, and then or some things that I didn't emphasize, and then I'm also going to move us forward into this week and kind of go back and forth and go there. Okay, so that's what we're doing now. Let's go ahead and jump into your chart. All right, Capricorn, what we had going on last week, since I'm going to start there, is we had Pluto in your sign and a square with Jupiter. All right, and Jupiter was in your 10th house of career. All right, so I think there's been a lot of changes going on lately with your identity, with who you are, with just everything about you and who you think you are and just your life and all of that going on. And I think you're trying to figure out how you can take all of these changes that have come to make the best of it, okay, to move up in the world, to increase your social standing, to have the career that you want, to have the reputation that you want and be seen by people in the right light, okay? I think that's what you're trying to figure out last week. That was a big emphasis for you. While that was going on last week, we also had Uranus go retrograde, and that was for you in your 4th house of home. All right, so I think there's stuff going on with your stability and with your home life that you've been wanting to fall into place. You've been wanting to have more stuff going on at home, wanting to be more stable in some way, but perhaps unexpected things keep coming out of nowhere, throwing you off a little bit so that you can't find the core, the stability that you want, or the home life with family, with things like that. And I think last week you're getting tired of it and you're like, you know what, I need to get on top of this. I need to figure out how I can continue to build more of the stability in my life, how to have the home life that I want, and how to move forward to really get right with you and your core, you know, in a very kind of deep, intimate way, okay? I think you were figuring out some of that stuff, okay? While that's going on, we also had Venus here move into Cancer, which is in your 7th house of partnerships. So I think you're also trying to figure out what kind of commitments you need to make in life to just be more secure, what kind of relationships you want, one-on-one relationships with people that you want and need in order to feel as comfortable as you want to feel or safe as you want to feel in some way. And I think you're just trying to figure out some stuff there and focus on that so that you really can get right with your relationships and right with you and things like that, okay? So that's what was going on last week. As we come into this week, on Monday, we have a very big alignment, the lunar eclipse, okay? And that lunar eclipse is going to be here for you where the moon is, and it's going to oppose the sun, okay? Because that's what makes it a lunar eclipse. And that is going to be for you in your 2nd house of like money and of your confidence and of your gifts and talents, and your 8th house of intimacy and of changes and things like that, okay? And I think there's been a lot of focus for you lately on your money, on your gifts and talents, on what it is that you can uniquely offer the world, on more confidence, getting confident in your life, or building more stability into your life in some way, really just wanting to focus on those things. And I think you need to stop thinking about yourself and how you can have the super stable life that you want, even though I know you want it with Uranus going retrograde there. And I think you have to throw yourself into some changes, some messy situations. I think you have to let yourself get messy when it comes to dealing with your own inner emotions, your own feelings, when it comes to dealing with other people and what it is that you want from relationships and other people. I think you just have to go there and let you make some of the big changes in your life that I think you really, really need to make, even if you don't realize it. There's some deep stuff going on under the surface for you that you need to start to pay attention to, okay? And not just look at what's going on outside on a very surface level, but to start to see the meaning behind things feelings deep down, what's happening inside you, and I think you need to start focusing on that. And I think once you start focusing on that, it's going to start to open some doors for you, okay? It's going to help you to really begin to, you know, move forward in your career, have the career that you want, have your life move in the direction that you want it to move in, have the life that you really want to have. I think that's going to help. I also think it's going to help here with you just be more comfortable with who you are inside and to just be more at peace with yourself internally, okay? So I think that's what's going on. Once you do that, I also think there's going to be a lot more communication that's going to happen too, about the kind of relationships that you want in some way. Perhaps new relationships are going to be able to come into your life too, or new chapters in relationships, or you're going to have new types of relationships as well. But I think you need to let things get messy. I think you need to get in touch with the deep stuff going on inside so that you can really bring these new partners into your life, partner intimately with people who better understand you and who are just better for you moving forward, okay? I think that's going on here. Just know that Mercury's about to go retrograde in this spot as well. So even though you want new things to happen, new chapters, especially when it comes to relationships, I think you're going to have to start thinking in different ways, or more realistically, about what kind of new beginnings you want, what kind of new exciting things you want to do, and what kind of changes you need to make in your life, and people you want to partner with intimately to get there, okay? That's also going to happen. And then I think you may also need to think very differently about yourself and about how you enter relationships with other people, and about how you make the changes that you want to make. Maybe you don't want to make changes, but you need to, and I think having to work some of those issues out inside as well, about how you can integrate some of these endings and beginnings going on in your life and this financial stuff with just who you really are on the inside, okay? So I see that going on for you. Now your card for the your card for the week is an interesting one. It's the Lovers. All right, I like this card. This card does indicate big choices this week, making choices about your life, about where your life is going, important choices that you're gonna make. Also having to think more closely about your values and what's going on here, making sure that you're making choices that are in alignment with your values. I think this week's gonna be a really big week for you, though it's really gonna determine the direction your life is going in. I think you need to think very, very seriously about it. Could also indicate some kind of relationship that's coming to you that's meant to help you on your journey and to help you move forward. But this is a kind of relationship that I think is meant to help you teach a lot about yourself, about your values, about what it is that's important for you so that you can move in the right direction, okay? So that's what I see for you. Thank you so much for watching your horoscope. If you like it, please like it on Facebook, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.